Well, hello, and welcome into this Rivals Pro matchup between Yannini and ChrisX3. This is the lower bracket finals for Rivals Pro. I'm your host, Gunther, and I'm joined by my good friend and cohort, GKPunk. How you doing, Punky, since we last spoke very recently?
Well, as I was saying, got a little bit more tired,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
doing not so bad.
Yeah, no,
Happy to
I
be
feel
here.
you there. I think we're both very, very tired. I'm assuming it's hot where you are, Punky, but it is absolutely scorching here, and it just really takes a lot out of me. Is it being so hot?
Yeah. I'm also not a fan of the hot weather stuff.
Yeah, bring on the winter, please. I'll be here all day. It's just as well in the cast from The Office, but anyway, I can go on. We have our first ban. It's from Yannini, and it's going to be Whittleton Creek. Meanwhile, Chris is going to ban the Isle of Scale. So we see our first pick from Yannini coming up right here real soon. And that'll determine what map we're going to first, and it is going to be Haven Island. So again, we've been talking about this a lot with the match previously between Infrafun and Chris. Haven Island definitely a valid choice with those
Yes,
remaining, and we are going to see a Berlin. Oh my goodness gracious!
this is the last match before the final. It's gonna be probably one of the most exciting ones. At least the map picks so far have been Hokkaido is out, so
Yeah, and
a
then
little
Miami
bit
as a decider if we get there.
stale Miami decider, but I think it's better probably than the Sapienza and Hokkaido. Really, I think perfect one would have been a Haven, Berlin, and a scale decider.
Yeah,
That's something I would have loved seeing, but we'll take a Berlin pick from Chris and a Haven pick from Yannini. That's
yeah,
amazing.
I think
That got
that's
me excited. I must have
really
lost a little
solid.
bit of tiredness there.
Is this what we need? That shot of Berlin adrenaline. Yeah, no, and we're guaranteed to see Haven and Berlin. Obviously, one of these players could sweep, and we wouldn't see Miami. But I don't know if I favor either of these players on any of these maps. Like they're both so capable on both of these maps, so that I feel like this is going to be a fun one to watch. Let's get over to our match scene now. Looks like we are waiting for Yannini to go live, so hopefully that'll be here very shortly. Yeah, and we see Chris loading in. We'll get our item bans input here very shortly as well, and then we'll kind of run down what we think's gonna happen. I'm excited for this. We obviously saw the Haven earlier, and Chris and Infrafun both very, very close. Each of them with sub 7 times. Chris just able to get his done a little bit faster. So I mean, Chris has already played a competitive Haven today. So I don't know if that's gonna be beneficial to him or not, but I gotta imagine so. It's kind of exactly where you want to be. What better warm up than being able to beat Infrafun on Haven?
Yeah, definitely. That was a really swift Haven from him. Infrafront wasn't too far behind, but unfortunately, that little restart
Yeah,
code meant he couldn't catch up. But yeah, Chris had a interesting Whittleton Creek, which is not gonna be in this match, which is a sub 10. He was kind of making the joke himself.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It was a weird one to be sure. Definitely didn't expect to see kind of the struggles that we saw from both players, but both of them had run into kind of the fall kill for Janus. Just causing a little bit of trouble, but both were able to improvise pretty well. Chris just had a much better way of getting it done. Okay, so here are item bans. We have lethal syringes are banned from Yannini, and remote emetic device is banned from Chris, which I believe was the ban that he
no,
had
the bans
used
are
earlier.
backwards. So
Oh, are they
lethal
backwards?
syringes are
Okay,
banned by Chris because it's
interesting.
Yanini's pick,
Oh,
and
you're right. You're right. Okay.
remote emetic banned by Yannini.
Okay. There's Yannini's game. Good deal. Well, we've got 40 seconds till the spin comes in and gets underway. And we'll be off to the races. So, a lot riding on this match. Obviously, the winner is going to go on to face Mando in the grand finals. Obviously, the loser is going to be out and taking third place in Rivals Pro. So, definitely nothing to scoff at no matter where you finish in this match. But both players obviously wanting to get to the grand finals and test themselves against the might and power that is Mando.
Yeah, Mando, the only undefeated player left in the tournament.
Yeah.
And
we have
one step closer to that is the Haven spin.
Yeah.
Which is explosion accident for Tyson Williams as the lifeguard, which is ironic. Lifeguard is taking the life. Seashell as butler for Stephen Bradley. Shotgun as Masor for Ludmilla. 2 unique disguises and a pretty easy setup Tyson kill.
Yeah, and we saw in an earlier practice run that Chris was doing before he played against Yannini, we saw him going for that butler grab and having the issues that he had, not being able to get him to see the other coin. And so that is going to have to, that's going to play a little bit of a factor if he's able to get that a little bit cleaner. We're seeing him wait on the planning phase a little bit longer as well. There's the there's the propane flask grabbed by Yannini for that explosive accident setup.
Yeah, this is probably one of the easier kills. You don't have to come back to the villa for the Tyson kill. The Haven spins in Pro has been like really forgiving, I would say. Except for the one that tied. I have no idea what happened there, but the ones I've sent out, they have 2 of them that are sub 7. Oh no, Chris just gets a side KO.
That's so unlucky. 270-degree vision cones of Haven strike again. Yeah,
that's something you don't really prep for, and there's like there it goes, because that has never happened, and then it happens. Bit of a lead for Yanni here with a concussion, duck, and propane setup.
Yeah, and he'll be sure to hide all of these bodies, as obviously the explosion will bring people in. But if you've got all the bodies hidden, then you are good to go. And he is in the yellow bodyguard disguise, so he'll be able to get himself through no problem. Let's see if he goes and grabs the silenced pistol as well. You gotta imagine that while they're here, they're both going to be going for the butler disguise as well.
Yeah, will be interesting because Yannini has picked up the shotgun from Tyson's secret room.
Oh, okay, yeah, so loud shotgun.
For the Ludmilla kill, so loud kills don't matter for Ludmilla and Steven.
Right.
So why waste a weapon slot? So not a bad idea. He does go for the pistol, takes out the evidence. It'll be interesting to see how he takes the shotgun and transports it to Stephen Bradley. He's leaving the butler behind in the villa. So that's something Chris can do to maybe speed it up for himself.
Yeah, I'm surprised. So his plan is to come back. He must just be transporting the shotgun right now. I think that Chris might have smuggled in something downstairs. I mean, he's got a briefcase with him if that's how he chose to move stuff.
Yeah, it might be the shotgun. He might have just brought in the shotgun because
maybe just grabbed a silent
usually
shotgun.
When you see that, just get the shotgun in. Yannini obviously thought this part of the run where he's just got the shotgun from the map, but gonna be backtracking it because you're not really have to go back for it for Tyson kill. So a bit of an inconvenience, I would say.
Yeah, and he's going to leave his shotgun in the bushes there instead of taking it somewhere else to grab. Interesting.
Butler is doing his thing.
Yeah. I mean,
A lot
this will
faster
work.
this time, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he saw
gets it.
that second coin go down, so he is more than capable. And I think that you're right, because Chris now has a bit of an advantage here in that he's not going to have to circle
He's
back to the villa.
leaving his smuggle behind now.
Oh
So
no, okay. I
what?
He might have another idea for this in mind, or he just forgot it and either thinks it's going to add too much time, or he wants to go set something else up instead.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
he definitely had time because he's only approaching 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Steven does have I guess the time where he just stands there it's a bit limited, but I guess
yeah,
Yannini has a different grab for the butler here. Tranks him right where he stands. A
yeah.
lot easier.
And he's got his shotgun already over there. Steven's going to be sick for long enough for him to get back. He's already got the seashell. He should be able to get this kill. No problem. And yeah, we should be able to see 2 quick kills from Yannini because we are going to have, obviously, the explosive kill is already set up, and he'll be right next to a lifeguard disguise that he can grab. And then the seashell kill for Steven.
Yeah, looks like Chris had a little bit of difficulty finding the seashell there. Not the usual one that we see players go for here, so
Yeah, it was a
it's
much
very
quicker
interesting.
one that Yannini had been able to grab.
Yeah, both players now. Well, I guess Yannini has the kill. Chris will have it very soon. Just needs to avoid the guard.
Notorious hacker, chief programmer at Haven, and rumored to be quite reckless in his behavior.
Drama queen. Lifeguard will finally fall over after the trank.
Yeah,
And that should
sometimes.
be kill number 2.
Yep, there it is.
It's a potential for yet another sub 7 Haven.
Yeah, because he's got his shotgun right here, and I questioned what he was doing with the shotgun at first, but this makes so much more sense. He'll be able to
No,
move
yeah,
this
he's
over.
definitely got a plan.
Yeah.
It's, although the Masur disguise is a bit
Tyson Williams eliminated.
time consuming to get, so
Yeah. I mean,
May
in-game
not be
times,
sub 7.
Chris is heading to Ludmilla now, but like you mentioned before, like there's no shotgun over on his side of things, so...
Yeah, this is gonna be really close, depending on what Chris does for his. He's really ahead of Ludmilla, like by a lot.
Yeah, he's got to wait for her to get over here if he's going to try and take a quick seeker shot behind her. Yannini, meanwhile, running in and dropping off the shotgun to where Ludmilla is going to be sick. And just heading to... did he set down the banana? Is his plan is to kind of set it up and leave her? It's going to be another thing where he's just kind of racing to get back to her in time. He's got all kinds of time.
Oh, Chris has the snail for the Masur. Oh man, he's just barged right into the.
Where he ran as well, I'm a bit concerned. Yeah, okay. Thankfully, they won't go and open up that door.
He's kind of sandwiched between
trapped.
2 Masur, and he will get spotted.
Just
And
at the
Yannini
last
successfully
possible
grabbed
second.
it with the simple toss and knockout, so he'll be able to get it with the shotgun prepped already.
Yeah, he's got this like basically down.
Not quite sub 7, but very close.
Very
to,
close. Yeah.
7.
Just
Wow.
unfortunate from Chris. Definitely had a good start. Had an unlucky KO there early with the guard. And that's ultimately what started him from behind. But then, yeah, tries to speed things up with Snail, and it just doesn't work with that peekaboo going on. And, yeah, just won't be able to get this one done. And so the first point is going to go to Yannini. So Yannini's going to take their own map pick. And then we are going to Berlin, which is Chris's map pick.
Yeah, impressive from up until where Chris got spotted there. He was kind of neck and neck.
Yeah.
I was curious to see what he was going to do with the shotgun there.
That's because I don't know what the plan was entirely, but like you mentioned, had left behind his smuggle. So if that
Yeah,
was the
okay, yeah.
shotgun plan,
So
then
he mentioned it. So yeah, he would have had to go back for it. He wouldn't have won with that. So it's a bit of a hindsight thing that I'm mentioning now, post round analysis. But yeah, he had to wait for Ludmilla. That time could have been spent going for that shotgun.
right, exactly. But I still think even with that, like Yannini had the in-game time lead with the extra minute that he'd already been kind of running through the level and stuff. I think it would have been very, very close, but just an unfortunate series of events there, especially with the Missouri at the end. So our players are going to be going into Berlin next. This is Chris's pick. And Chris is going to have to win this in order to force our decider, which is Miami.
Yeah, Chris has to win this. If it's a tie, Yannini makes it to the final.
Right, yeah. So, and I'd be very shocked if we saw a tie outside of a frame perfect finish. Because it's just so not likely with these two players. They're both so capable. But yeah, I mean, pressure's on for Chris, and because he's got to win this to force the decider, and Yannini can sit kind of pretty knowing he's going to have either the draw win him, or he's going to be able to win this and take it from Chris. So, okay, so we have our item bans: remote emetic device and tranquilizers are going to be banned for this one.
Yeah, remote emetic chosen by Yannini once again. And Chris this time decides to ban tranquilizers. Chris probably doesn't need anything to run Berlin, but So
yeah, we'll get into it. And obviously, we know Chris is very capable at Berlin, but it's got to work in his favor. He's got to be able to pull this off and make this work the way that he wants it to. Because we've also seen Chris do some plays and then kind of have to redo those same plays over and over and over again. Because he moves very, very quickly. But if there's a rip, and you can't improv your way out of it, then there's obviously the difficulties of getting yourself back on track. So it's all pressures of the competition, but I fully believe in these two players. I think that they will be more than capable.
yeah, I definitely agree. We'll hopefully see a really a good Berlin run from either players, but obviously from a viewer's perspective, Chris wins, we get a decider. So
yeah, it's obviously, like, as casters we are impartial, but I would love to see a decider between these two players. But that doesn't mean I'm necessarily rooting against Yannini or for Chris. I just want to see more Hitman.
yeah, and I think if Yannini wins this map, this will be his first 2-0 in the tournament. Every other match he's played has been 2-1.
Oh, every other match he's played has gone to deciders. See, that's...
Yeah, except for the ones he lost. The ones he won, they were all been 2-1s.
Right.
So the one lost against Mando in the semifinal was a 2-0.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of tournament experience right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of experience with just the pacing of the whole tournament.
Just and the format and
the
all
whole
that stuff.
Break between the maps and the items and all that.
Well, we'll get our spin here in 10 seconds. These players will be underway, and we'll either go on to decider or we'll have our winner, who will be our second grand finalist. Spin is live. We have the first ICA agent with electrocution while disguised as club security. Second one is killed with the combat knife, while this guy's is the DJ. The third will be taken out with a pistol, while this guy's is technician. The fourth will be taken out with the old axe, while this guy's is the dealer. And the concealable knife for the fifth agent, while this guy's as the delivery guy. Obviously, dealer being in this spin, we've seen a lot of rips happen with that dealer. He is a finicky disguise grab. Everything else looks pretty standard. Like a lot of these disguises are kills and stuff that I can see the players kind of utilizing. Of I'll get this agent and grab this disguise and set up this thing and blah blah blah. So I'm liking it. We see the taser and the combat knife in Chris's inventory there. Obviously, everything else you will be able to grab on the map. So yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, both players immediately into it. I find it quite interesting that players, once you get to a certain stage of the tournament, like almost immediately, they both do the exact same plans. Like the exact same start, I should say.
Yeah, both of these players are really good on Berlin. And Yannini has picked Berlin in several matches himself. So it's a really good matchup. Even like it's
Right.
all the maps really. Even Haven Island, Chris is no joke at Haven Island.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's why I got really excited when the map picks showed up.
It's really good because like I think that both players are very capable on both of these maps, and so it's a real nice test of each of their skills to see who is able to carry it. Chris has gone all the way out to grab the old axe first and foremost.
The two players just peeled off in two different directions. Yannini went for delivery guy, trying to take out the rooftop, clear it out, get Green as well. Green has a concealable knife.
Yeah.
Triple shot on Banner. Chris is back up on top of the roof now. He's so one of the things with Chris is he knows probably every single NPC cycles, like every single second where they will be. Don't know if you caught it. He set up a taser for Swan, probably for his second cycle. Yeah, so that's when he'll pop because it's probably looking for that time, and that will get the electrocution kill. Just something he doesn't have set up yet, but he gets Banner, pistol kill as technician. This will knock out Green. Bit of a pause there. I thought he was going to restart.
I thought so too. I think he was just pausing to check something, or reset, check the spin, make sure you've got everything that you need.
Good work. Now press the advantage.
Keeping an eye on Swan, who should be going towards it. And triple shot on Banner as well.
Yeah, and what's nice about this is he's got the electrocution kill set up, but he just has to basically wait for that to pop. He's in the correct disguise. He's got everything ready and good to go. And so now
just needs to let Swan walk into that puddle. Takes out Banner. Looks like he's going for the delivery guy.
There is the
Yannini setting up the electrocution. Yeah, and Yannini setting it up in the bottom floor security room.
Yeah.
It's red gun at the moment.
Yeah.
I think that's from
the
Green,
rooftop. Yeah, finding the body.
Green found that body on the chair.
Yep. So a bit of a slower setup on the electrocution kill over on Yannini's side, but still completely and totally viable. Yannini does have 2 of the kills down. Chris only has the 1, which is the electrocution, but he looks like he's about to get the second if he goes for this concealable knife kill as the delivery guy.
Yeah, probably going to use Green's concealable knife.
There it is. He's grabbed himself the old axe as well.
Green! Agent Green, are you still there?
And Yannini gets his electrocution kill on Chamberlain.
Yeah, so 2 kills for Chris, 3 kills for Yannini. Virtually the same in-game timer at this stage. Yannini is now running out to go and grab the old axe. And Chris is heading down. I'm not sure. He might grab this pistol kill on the technician right here, because he can switch disguises very quickly.
Yeah, he will. He just wanted to do the other thing first. So yeah, completely even right now. Both players have the old axe. ChrisX obviously is closer inside the building.
Yeah, he's got to go down and get that dealer disguise. That, I think, is
Again,
going to be the biggest problem here.
It's just the same thing reversed. Like, one player is just a couple of steps ahead, but they're both doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and how they're able to just like deduce immediately, like, oh, this is what I need to do to get all of these things done. Chris being very careful with taking out these DJs.
Yeah,
He's gonna
absolutely.
manage to get it, and I think he leaves his axe in the hallway. Yeah, I think he's just run back over it.
5 minutes. I think he's gonna set up for Montgomery. Chamberlain is there at, I think, every 3 minutes, so that's like maybe 7:30 or something for his third cycle. But yeah, it's going for Montgomery. That's the combat knife kill he can get rid of. Yannini also gets a DJ, but I think he's gonna go straight for the dealer. Yeah, Chris making sure he's got the right kill conditions. That's the fourth kill.
Very
Slight
well done.
lead there, but no dealer yet.
Yeah, and he's got to go grab that dealer. That dealer is going to be the problem here, and especially like with Yannini managing to hit that seeker shot. Like, Yannini's in a good position, and he's going to be very careful getting this dealer disguise.
Now, his timing could line up with Chris. As I was saying, the 7:30 on Chamberlain. Chamberlain is not available for Yannini because he's got the electrocution kill on him.
You know, that's true. Yeah.
So this is a really interesting race.
Yeah.
Gets the seeker shot. Chris will get his disguise in about 30 seconds.
This cannot be any closer. Now, I know that Chris
Yeah.
knows about this, so he's just got to be very, very, very careful here, making sure that he gets the prompt and he doesn't do any type of side KOs or anything like that on the dealer.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows about it. He's definitely seen it happen in this tournament. He won't have any weird shenanigans happening. He doesn't get stuck by the door. So yeah, Chris has the disguise. A bit of panic going on.
No.
Yannini. Oh no!
Oh,
It's
no.
a literal spitting image of the other one flipped. Yannini, while Chris is almost done.
That body,
And
yeah.
man, can't Chris keep this on? I mean, it is Berlin. Chris doesn't have to think about all this. And like I said, he's just ahead of Chamberlain's 7:30 timing. All he has to do is wait.
Does a nice job of dropping that old axe as
Gonna
well.
go for a peekaboo, maybe? No, he's gonna go for a toss distraction. Actually, he's gonna knock everybody out. Yeah, you just do the 2 non-targets and then you kill Chamberlain however you want. Nice. Yeah, Chris is in the clear now. Gonna go for some Mike Tyson punch out in the meantime.
Does manage to get it, yeah, and there's his old axe. Now he's just gonna aim at the right
Yeah.
body. There it
Absolutely.
is.
Last hurdle. That looks a little sketchy there, but he hits it on the right one. Back to green guns.
And he's just
And-
racing towards that exit. This should be
Yeah,
this
this
should
is
be done.
exciting.
So well played. Sub 8 and with a
Yeah.
dealer grab. Just I think that what did that for him. I mean, I know obviously Yannini had the rip. I think I still favor where Chris was at. Now obviously, like, Yannini had that final kill like basically set up and good to go because he just had to deal with the one individual. And if he would have been able to take him out, then I feel like he'd be in a really, really good spot. But obviously the body getting found and then spreading the compromise to another guard over there with the panic just obviously did him in. But well done by Chris to be able to bring this back and force this to a decider.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Wow, I can't even talk. That's That's awesome. Thanks, both of you guys, for this.
Yeah, this is
really edge of your seat entertainment.
This is top notch.
Perfectly timed too. Yeah. So we'll wait for the bands as I set up the final map of the regular tournament. That's not grand finals.
Yeah. And so we are going to go to Miami for this decider. And Miami is a nice neutral ground because everybody has some idea of Miami. Chris treating us to a nice cutscene.
What you did back there. You really are all Gray said you'd be. 47.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a really
Suffered, did he?
well put statement that it's a neutral grounds for both of these. Not just because of them, like who do we favor, but also just the way roulette plays in Miami.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both players are going to know something for everything. So it's going to be a matter of, who's going to be able to quickly optimize for whatever it is that they're going to take, whatever it is that they're going to do. So we have Tranks and Silence Pistols banned for this. Was Tranks banned by Yannini?
Tranks was banned by Chris.
Okay.
He sent his ban first, so that's why I put it there. But both players basically send it in at the same time. There's no
and
one
it's
after
blind,
the other for
so
this one.
they can't see what the other one is banned or anything. So yeah, all right. So Chris banning Tranks and then Yannini banning Silence Pistols. That could cause some fun things. If obviously Silence Pistol you can't get on the map, and so obviously you have. Loud Pistol still is an option if a pistol kill does come up in the spin. And if you've got something planned for, I know how to get a loud kill on so-and-so very, very easily, that could throw your opponent off by a lot.
No, you won't. The real question is, what will you bring to the table?
Yeah, we'll get our final spin. So this is for all the marbles to get to the grand finals. The player is going to have to win this. So will it be Yannini or will it be Chris? I don't know, because obviously, Yannini looked very, very strong in that Haven. Chris looked very, very strong in that Berlin. But Yannini also looked strong in that Berlin, outside of just kind of the unfortunate timing and the body getting found there at the end. Yannini still was keeping really good pace with Chris. It was neck and neck up until the last possible moment. Now, I gotta imagine, because both players have had late rips in their runs. Late rips that immediately cost them the run because obviously their opponent finished and they just knew instantly, if I hadn't ripped there, maybe we'd be closer. And so I feel like both players have kind of gotten that out of their system. I don't know if I more favor where Chris's headspace would be at, because obviously he's like, yes, I forced a decider. Great, now all I got to do is take Miami. It is a huge confidence boost. But both players winning their own map. So this is one that is going to be the more neutral ground between them all. Yeah, and Chris is going in and doing some practice here to end the race for Sierra. Ooh, misses the hammer toss there. Obviously, this is just practice, so it doesn't count. But manages to improvise well. That's exactly what you want to do.
Takes his revenge by headshotting him.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I would do.
You won't spot him again. No, that was very, 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 very clean, and just a nice way to kind of get the Miami jitters out, such as they were.
Yeah, definitely. I hope. Definitely, yeah. He's happy you have that clean Berlin he mentions in chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Needs to have a clean one in Miami. Why don't you
Absolutely.
tell us what's going on.
So Sierra Knox needs to be killed with drowning while disguised as the event crew, and Robert Knox needs to be killed via neck snap as the Kronstadt mechanic. So both up close and personal kills. We won't see anything remote here. Yeah, I mean, I defer to you, Punky. What do you think for this? Would it be better to start on Sierra's side and take care of the Sierra stuff, or are you thinking take care of Knox first?
I think the Kronstadt mechanic is a Sierra side disguise, so it's probably best to go for that. And you can start as event crew, which is what Chris is going to do.
Yeah, and we saw his practice
Bit of an
there.
underused starting location, but can be useful for certain situations. And one where it's required disguise is definitely very useful.
I think so, yeah, because we saw in his practice that food vendor start. You can do that with any disguise. And I think that's kind of what he's thinking about doing here. He's going to go through the same motions that he just went through to get the sugar and get himself over there and change disguises so that he can do the actual thing to end the race. Like, this is totally doable with where he's at right now.
Yeah, and
yeah, there he is, and he's moving so quick because now he's just got to get himself into the garage.
Yeah, tranquilizers are banned, not seekers, so drown kill will not be much of a problem. Remote emetic is obviously also an option, and it's not electrocution, so you don't have to worry about Sierra going to like anywhere else. She will go to a drown area.
Yeah, the only thing that we could potentially see is I don't think are the locker rooms illegal to be in for event staff?
So honestly, it's a very specific
I've never
thing action. Like I don't remember. I'm sure I've done it, but
yeah,
I want to say yes, just based off of real life logic. But who has
yeah,
it doesn't work in Hitman.
Doesn't work in Hitman.
But there's a chance it does. I know the waiter doesn't work.
Right.
So.
Well, we'll see here very shortly because...
but it shouldn't be a problem. I guess he still has the guard up, which is a difference.
Right. Yeah, but... And Yannini's going to have to go and get himself an event staff disguise here, whereas Chris already has the disguise ready to go.
That's the benefit he's got. He's going to get the nice seeker shot as well.
Yannini
gets it too, but Yannini shoots it twice, so he can run down to that underground area maybe to get his event staff.
Yep.
And
Chris is playing limbo right now here with the camera.
Oh no, he might actually dodge it. Yeah, he will dodge it.
Wow. And that was at the apex of its turn. Yeah, he is. Okay. All right. So this makes it a bit more complicated, but still not impossible. It's just there will be other people who come down here now that the race has ended.
He's got time. Plenty of time. And he's got two escape disguises, the Kowloon mechanic and the stake plailed rider.
Right. Yeah, Yannini coming over here and grabbing what is essentially a free event staff disguise.
Yeah. There's actually a free one too, like a few steps.
That's not too far away from that one, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they did it that way. That's a interesting placement.
Chris is gonna get spotted by the camera running up.
Oh no!
And that's gonna be a full spot too. Yeah. So now, I mean, advantage is swinging back over to Yannini's favor. That was obviously a much faster run by Chris, but now he's got himself
store animation
starting all over. Oh no! I was worried about that. But I was like, okay, surely he'll leave the trespassing zone soon. But no, I think he's
the trespassing doesn't end until the door, so that's the problem. The thing with the Yannini is that he went down where the camera range is not covering, and Chris walked towards the camera. And I was expecting him to like turn like a sharp right after the and get out through the VIP stairs. But yeah, he needed to get that Kronstadt mechanic back. So
and it's also, good knowledge from Yannini.
Other thing I mentioned was the thing that Yannini's doing is grabbing those safe exit disguise.
Yeah, because he's able to get himself out of there, no problem. And yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, Chris is still getting here pretty quick. He's gonna have this kill down pretty quick. But Robert Knox next snap as the Kronstadt mechanic, who, oddly enough, Yannini deciding to stick with the Pale Rider disguise instead of going to grab the Kronstadt mechanic again. Oh no, he is. He's just going.
No,
over,
he
okay.
grabbed it. Yeah,
Yes.
this is.
I forgot that he
good.
changed into the Kronstadt mechanic over here. Yeah, so
Yeah,
this is
so-
even on the way to Robert, and so he'll be able to get this kill. I don't see a problem happening with this. Like, especially if he goes into the bathroom, he'll have a nice and safe line. Especially if he goes through the laptop. Yeah, I'm not sure because we do have Silence Pistols banned, but that still doesn't completely take out the possibility of the laptop lore.
Yeah, definitely. You can use like a gun from one of the guards and wait it out.
47.
Chris is going to be able to get the seeker shot off, but he's just got so much work to do here.
So yeah, he's optimizing now, which is leaving his other disguise below, so he can take that out.
And he will be allowed on these stairs then. Yeah, he's got plenty of time to get back behind her and get her drowned. But I don't think he's got enough time when it comes to where Yannini's at. Yannini is clearing out this room just to get rid of anybody being able to hear anything.
Yeah, it's
He's going for the dongle, so he's going to go for a silent way of moving the, or maybe not. I thought he was going for the laptop dongle to go ahead and end it.
Target down. Next up, Robert.
oh, looks like he's gonna take the shotgun blast. Yeah, that laptop is no longer repairable.
Yep.
Oh, Chris walking into another trespassing zone full of enforcers in this area.
Yeah, he does get through it nicely. But yeah, that rip is still just breathing down the back of his neck because right now, you know, you've just got Robert Knox and his bodyguard coming up for Yannini. So you gotta imagine he's gonna be out of here in the next minute or two.
Yeah, interesting. Not really sure what. Okay, so he just wanted to get out and over to.
Yeah, I think he's just
Alright,
trying to make it
that's-
as much of a straight line as he possibly can.
He has an SMG, so the laptop isn't gonna be a problem for him. But Yannini has already got the kill.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, it's gonna be a little too late. So
And it's a
Chris, if he
clear-
didn't restart, he would have probably finished first.
yeah, I think
And he even
so.
has a lockpick for the. Yep,
Chris
that's
is-
the exit from Yannini. So it looks like he will be playing against Mando tomorrow in the
Yeah.
finals.
I mean, and good effort by Chris, obviously. Just some unfortunate rips there. And, yeah, good job on Yannini for understanding how the camera trespass spot worked. Because immediately went for the Pale Rider thing, ran right into the camera field and was absolutely fine with it. I mean, even, like, Chris's timing for Robert here is even slightly better.
Eye syndrome. Apparently,
Minus Robert stopping in the doorway for whatever reason.
like rooms with air conditioning turned to high, for instance.
But yeah, I'd like to see Chris finish this run.
Both targets down. Well done, 47.
But yeah, it's not ideal. But Chris is gonna leave the tournament, but he is gonna take third place. So we're gonna take a look at the brackets here, and so that we can see the finals as they shape up. Chris heads towards the exit. And yeah, here you can see we only have one match left in Rivals Pro, and it will be the grand final, scheduled for sometime tomorrow. It will be between Mando and Yannini. Mando having gotten here through his upper bracket run of only 3 matches. And then Yannini getting here via the lower brackets, but mostly an upper bracket run. Just the lower bracket finals, obviously, to get into the grand final here. So, what a game. I don't think that we could have asked for a better result. That was obviously as close as they come. Both players really brought their A game, which you kind of have to if you're Yannini facing Chris or you're Chris facing Yannini. So that makes perfect sense there. So, yeah, so keep an eye on the Discord. That is where we will see the post for the match times. And thanks everybody so much for coming out. GKPunk, do you have anything that you want to say or comment on about the match?
No, that was a very exciting match. Definitely exceeded my expectations of excitement. So thanks to both of you guys for that.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Show.
That was great, and thank you, Punky, for adminning. Obviously, you did such a nice job. Obviously, but I don't think that anybody could expect anything less. So anyway, that will do it for us. I will pay out predictions, Faye. Don't you worry. And congrats to Yannini and everybody who wagered their points on Yannini. Very, very well done. And yep, 3rd place, still very, very good. Some would say 3rd place is even the best placement. I might be one of those people. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming out. Stick around for more Rivals Pro as we go to the grand finals tomorrow. And otherwise, take care.